like I think that's why it kind of sucks for some shows because it's just if they do shit when they do shit like that or they try to make a lot of fillers, it kind of fuck up the momentum of the show. Like I'll say Bleach is like that, where it's like when Bleach was coming out consistently, like every week, and don't want to watch this shit, man. You fuck up the whole story.
Do you think anime should have filler episodes? Do you think it's warranted at all?
Yes.
Or you can do like a slice of life, but it's like just within the characters, like you're using the characters in a different world. That's cool. But when it goes too far, that's when it's like, that's why I made that face. I'm like,
can you give an example of one that did it right and one that went too far? Well, yeah, one that went too far.
Let's see. Okay, one that I feel like did it right. One Piece after the Sky Pia. And then they're like at that base.
Yeah.
And that base never happened.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Some stuff you can watch and you would think it was a part of the story, but no, that was filler. Like, but it didn't play off like it was some, like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
Side note for that, that's why I give One Piece's props. You know, niggas don't know what filler is filler. What's real is real.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a whole change to the story. Right. It's not like
my biggest one is Naruto.
Naruto is it good or bad? Wait, bad. You said Naruto.
Yeah,
bad.
Because I remember watching Naruto and I realized I was at filler because I was on my phone. If I'm into an anime, I'm not on my phone. I'm watching the anime. Once I went to my phone, and then also Naruto was going out on missions with all these groups, and then got back to the main story plot. And these niggas hate Naruto. I thought he just built up all this friendship going on these missions, and now nobody like Naruto again.
You talking about the first series?
Yeah.
Like,
what are we doing here?
What how you say with that?
With the filler. I was gonna say with the filler. Back to the filler before. Going to another Naruto.
It was about to be with that filler. Like I remember. Back when watching episodes, I used to watch Naruto episodes on YouTube and doing all the research to be like, what episode number is this? Is this valid? Is this not valid? Like combing through it, you know what I mean? Like what actually was worth watching and what was just a one-off random ass story or going off of. Especially when it was like, yo, I'm waiting every week. I'm waiting every week for these episodes. And I can't wait for the next one.
That's what I'm saying. Should the studios you get something like that be like, nah, you just gonna be in here next week. We don't got time.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm saying basically is, should like authors of their manga, because I feel like filler come in when you catch up to where the manga's at. That's when you use filler. But do you think it should be like, we just taking like a little break from animating it, we'll be back in 4, 2, 4, 6, however many months with starting up the next arc or whatever we're going into?
I feel like I understand why they do it in a sense where it's like for the filler, they do it so they could fill up the time so that the anime don't catch up with the manga. 1. 2, it's also like I also understand in a sense where it's like you want to keep the show relevant because like a lot of shows, if you constantly take a hiatus every time there's a new arc just to catch up or just to do the animation, people's going to forget about the show.
Yeah, lose their attention.
Like let's say Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War, where it's
I still forget that shit is on like season 3.
You see what I mean? Now when Bleach was coming out, now Bleach is the big 3, one of the big 3.
Yeah.
When that shit came out, everybody was talking about it. When this shit left, we all waiting to see when they gonna animate the new art. That shit took like years to do. So when that shit was coming out, a lot of people got it was a lot of hype behind it, but then it wasn't as much hype as it should have been. Or like you said, damn, I forgot the shit had a season 2 because shit was dropping and nobody was talking about it because a lot of people forgot about it. It's not like it came out and it's like okay, Boruto. I mean, it's not like Boruto where it's like it came out shortly after Naruto.
Right. Like they was already working on it or something.
Yeah, soon enough. But with Bleach, it was like, it's been, I think it was like 7 to 10 years, the 1,000-Year Blood arc came out, and I'm like, man, I forgot all about that shit. And Bleach was my shit. I was waiting for that arc, but then it's like you took too long, and now niggas don't care about the shit, or times has changed, and it's like you can't do shit like that. So it's like I see why filler would be necessary, because if they did have filler arcs or like side or at least spinoff series for Bleach, it would have kept me keep wanting more Bleach. But you took so long to come back out with it, I done forgot about it, and I don't really care at this point. Hey, let me know when you finish, G. Like, that's it. You know, it's like, let me know when you finish with the series.
Yeah.
But if you did do a filler, if you did make filler, at least make it something that I don't think is filler, or doesn't seem like it's filler.
So would like
or if it
one-off
if you can tell, it's
characters would
interesting
be
enough to
be a
be
good
like,
thing in filler?
Yeah. Like let's just say, for example, let's just say Naruto. So let's just say Shino has his fight with his best friend, right? So now so he has his fight with his best friend in the war, and instead of showing us the Rock Lee saga when he was trying to do the Chunin exams and shit like that, show us like filler episodes of Shino, like they did with Itachi and Kakashi. Show us their episode. So now it's like, okay, now we can see their backstory and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or it's
Those
like
were
if that is filler, yeah. When Rock Lee was taking the Chunin exams, what the fuck? What's going on?
So
like I thought they was doing the war.
Her Yogi, he said build the world. So should all animes have a world building aspect built into it? They kind of do, but for the most part, a lot of them just skim through everything.
Yeah.
Like, would it make it too long, or will it like deter people from watching if we went into a world building of sorts?
As long as it's not overly done, I think, where it's just an info dump, where it's just like, all right, well, okay, we didn't need to know that the fourth finger on the king's wrist, or the fourth finger on, you know what I'm saying? Look, just even coming up with that shit sound like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it don't need to be nothing crazy like that. Like, build on something that's like, oh, okay, we know that the fans fuck with this character. Give them a little bit of something about this character or whatever. And then, I don't know, like, the thing that I've been thinking about while we was going about filler is like, should it be stated that is, you know what I mean, filler? Like, cause low key, when I think about like how One Piece does like sometimes like those filler episodes where it's like you can tell like the animation style looks different. They give them different kind of names. They put them in a different time period and like outfits and all of that kind of thing. Where it's like, okay, well, clearly this isn't what we were watching. This is a filler episode. Or like how like they have like Bartolomeo was doing his, hey gang, y'all in my fucking, pull up to Bartolomeo's theater and we about to talk about Luffy Senpai episode. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's titled off rip. And then so like you have the option to be like, okay, I'm gonna fuck with this today, or nigga, I'm gonna get to the next episode, or I'm gonna wait for the next episode, or you know what, I got time, fuck it, what you talking about, Bart? You know what I mean?
So I am right now watching One Piece, because of the newer episodes, they have it at the end now. It's not like a full episode, but at the end, they got a little small segment of basically Nico Robin explaining like each thing that's going on. Like, she explained a little bit of Blackbeard's background, the O'Hara island that got Buster called. She explained like a little bit of all of that stuff at the end of the episode. So I'm like, shit, I'll stick around for it. Little brush up on my history.
Yeah.
History of what happened up to this point, because it is a shit ton of episodes.
Okay. They could be forgetting.
Yeah.
Shit ton of episodes.
Okay. That's facts, though.
I don't think fillers should be anything that look like, unless it's done in the right way, like in transition of something to something else. I don't think fillers should look like it's a part of what's happening in the story in the moment.
So how many episodes of fillers should it be?
Now that depends on how much they need to do to keep from being caught up. Cause like, you know, like think about like the piece, like what you
So,
call it.
instead of how many episodes, should it be episodes, or should they just put out like a short? Well, they really can't, but I was about to say like a short film.
Like I said, I think it just like depends on like how much time they need, and then it's like they go from there. Cause it's like if you don't have to, why come up with a 6-episode story for filler? You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, versus like,
Yeah,
oh, since we
'cause,
doing filler, let's tell a
some
whole
people
story.
might be
with
like,
it.
they
Mhm.
might give you a answer of filler should only be one episode, and then after that one episode, back to the
right back into it. Yeah,
yeah. Or some people
But
be like,
sometimes
yeah,
you need
you can
more
have
episodes.
some people be like, yeah, you can have 6 episodes. I'm fine with 6 episodes of filler as long as,
Yeah.
like you said, it's going with, or it's like a one-off thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
We going to
was-
fight somebody who has nothing to do with this, but it still like kind of keeps up with the premise of
Mhm.
this is how we do things with all our other journeys. So
yeah,
Or
We-
after each arc, do a filler. You could do a
yeah.
filler
Like I was about to, yeah,
after
like
each
'cause
arc.
perfect example for that, like for like Dragon Ball Z, where like I can't remember exactly where it was in the timeline, but like Goku and Piccolo getting the driver's license, like
It was during
okay,
the 3 years where they was training.
see what I'm
where, but hey,
okay, and then
He
and
actually
then-
did use it though. He actually did use. He actually, I think I seen him drive a car before.
Who?
Goku.
Goku.
I think it was in Super though.
Okay,
It could have been in Super. I don't know. I got fact check myself. But
okay.
yeah, that,
And then
they both did individually get their license somehow. I don't know why. Wow. They
and then
want
I
to be
also
more human.
say the other one would be like the Otherworld tournament between the end of the Cell
With
Saga
Hercule.
before the for Hercule.
Okay, no,
I'm talking about the Otherworld saga when after the Cell Saga before the Buu saga. You know what I mean? Because that didn't happen in the manga, but it happened in anime.
Oh,
that
you
was
talking
like a
about
couple
Python
of-
in them.
Yeah, like it was a couple of
Yeah.
episodes of, you know what I mean? Like it built up the world of like the Kais. I don't even know if the Grand Elder Kai is a real canon Kai or not. To be honest with you, I don't remember for sure.
He should be.
Like-
He should be.
He should.
I don't know
Master-
either
it
because
looked like Master
it was
Roshi
filler.
if he went to the afterlife. If he won immortal, do he not?
You facts though.
Hey,
that
them
nigga
two
funny?
got the cleanest. Them two got the cleanest shades I ever seen in anime, boy.
That's facts. That nigga said, "Yeah, y'all both touched the ground at the same time. I've seen it. How'd you
His
see
shit
it from space,
flashed.
nigga?
You seen
He
it?
ain't, he ain't never
You
moved.
see his glasses flash too when this shit happened. They showed the scene of him. He's sitting in the throne and shit.
Boom. Boom.
Said okay.
But
he
but
said,
it-
"I ain't
like-
gonna say
like-
nothing. This a good ass fight." Let
Okay.
him finish.
But like we said, it's like when shit like that is like it happens in between the arcs and in between the story. With the driver's
Yeah.
license shit that happened in that 3-year time span before the androids attacked. In the
Mhm.
Otherworld tournament that happened after the Cell Saga where Goku died and he was training and shit like that. So we get a little bit of what's been going on, which is kind of like it's filler, but it's kind of still interesting to know.
yeah,
And still
Exactly.
kind of it would be canon because this is Goku's side, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So it's,
it's
like,
with a
it's
character
not canon because Python's not canon, but it is something that still interested me because, like you said, it's something that's happening somewhere else, and it's not part of the direct main story. So that's cool. And then it don't need to be like a whole season or a whole like 30 episode filler arc. It just should be like a couple episodes. Oh, this was happening. This was going on, and that's it. I don't need no 50 episodes worth of filler. Bleach.
Boruto.
Bleach. Oh, so is filler, nigga. Boruto is filler.
Boy, what?
Motherfuckers be like, the only
Time
episode that's canon
traveling
is the
and
first
shit.
three, and the last 6 that came out. Be like, yo, what are we doing, G? Why?
Yeah.
Why? So
And it also set the bar. I think it set the bar really high to not be a concise story. If anything, I feel like Boruto should have been like 45 episodes max. Max. if it was telling a good story like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we already see what's happening. Nigga, hit us with the time skip at this point. I don't care.
Okay, that's
don't they
facts.
start? Isn't the first episode a time skip?
That's my point. Hit me with another one.
I think I
That's the
watched
shit I was talking
first
about.
episode, and that's when I looked into it, and people was like, "Yeah, it's just trash."
Yeah,
Because the
first
next
episode was lit.
episode, they go all the way back, like all the way. I was like, "Hey,
It's another one of those shows where it's like, and this is how I became the way I was. Or this how this shit started. And now you got me taking 60 years back, or at least 5 years into the past, and we gotta start at year 1 for 120 episodes, and then finally get to year 2. That's another 200 episodes. Then year 3 is another 400. Yo, where we gonna get to the present, G? When we gonna get to the
right?
like? Yo, I'm tired
Is
of
the
watching
point-
this shit.
Is
And
that
then
the end of the story once we get to the present, or is that the beginning, quote unquote? Let me see you go back. Is this the A-L-L-I? I spelled that all
that shit had
wrong,
me.
but you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
you're
about.
funny. Yeah, you're funny. Yeah, that shit had me stressed.